Right, Bob Maloney from My MMA News, and the handsome guy on the other end tonight is Michael DeLouisa. Michael is making his professional debut coming up September 13th, Atlantic City, Ring of Combat 69. Mike, we're a couple of weeks out, man. How you feeling? You got to be excited.
I feel great. I'm so excited. It's the best shape I've ever been in, best mental state I've ever been in going into a fight, and I'm just excited. I'm ready to rock and roll, man. I've been waiting for this moment for the last 7 years, and it's finally here.
You definitely paid your dues. Now, Mike, tell the people out there who really don't know much about you a little bit about your background. Growing up, were you a wrestler? What kind of sports did you play? What did you do that got you involved in mixed martial arts and wanting to get in the cage and choke people out and punch them in the face?
Well, growing up, I did a lot of things. I rode dirt bikes. I played football, baseball, and I wrestled in eighth. I started wrestling in eighth grade, but my dad showed me a video, highlight video of Uriah Faber at his old house, maybe 10, 11, 12 years ago, and I fell in love with MMA right there after watching that video. I think Faber had some guy on the ground in full guard, and he lifted this guy up by his neck and slammed him up against the cage, and I was hooked, man. This is what I've always wanted to do. This has always been my passion, and I'm one of the few people that is lucky enough to say, I made it to the big show, not the UFC, obviously, but I'm on my way there. I'm making it happen.
Well, listen, you had a very nice amateur career, 6-1, and now you're finally going to earn a paycheck. You're going pro. Was that a decision that you made, your team made? How did you get to the point where, it's time for me to, start, going longer rounds and stepping up the rules and, taking it to the next level? Was that a team decision?
Yeah, as you know, we have an eight-month-old son. And kids can be expensive. So I said to myself, it's hard enough to find amateur fights. I think that it started becoming hard right after I fought Timmy the first time. I had a couple guys pull out. I ended up fighting Torrance LaCour, who's also very, very good amateur, on 2 days' notice. And then, my sixth fight, I fought Ibrahim Kali, and he's a kid that'll fight anybody. And then I got to fight Mike LeBell, and it's got so hard for me to find opponents, So we said, screw it. I've been fighting and training with the best guys on the East Coast, Emmanuel Wallow, Ryan Risco, Hassan Abdullah, Cedric Goodridge, Rich Petishnock, just Caitlin Chikagian, that's the best people I could possibly be with, and it's time, man. I think I could have went pro after maybe my fifth fight. If you've ever seen an interview with me before, I obviously wanted to do everything the right way. I didn't want to rush anything. I didn't want to be like these kids out here that think they're good enough to go and get in the cage with all these, professional rules and get their ass handed to them. I wanted to do it the right way, and I think I've done it the right way. And I think that now is the time. Having a son and having a fiance and getting paid to do this is definitely, is definitely going to be worth it. I've been waiting for a long time for this moment. It's finally here, and I'm excited.
Well, you know what? Listen, as much time as you put in, it's never enough compensation. Let's face it. But you know what? You to at least be able to, take care of your cornermen and at least get some of your money back. It's such a grueling and grinding sport. Like you said, you've been involved in 7 years, and you're actually finally going to earn a check. Now let's talk about your fight. You're fighting Timmy Tyler, who you fought him as an amateur, and you won by arm triangle and very early in the first round. What do you have to do to guard against too much confidence versus him? Since you kind of handled Timmy pretty easily, you don't want to take him lightly. Do you think overconfidence is an issue for you?
No, it never is. I get my ass kicked every single day in the gym with the guys I go with, and I'm a humble guy. I'm never the guy that talks crap on social media. I'm never the guy to call people out. I trained with Mickey Goal, LJ Raboli last night. I got my ass handed to me, man. I know what it takes to be good in this sport, and you cannot be cocky. You can if you're Colby Covington, and you have so much so much experience, you know. But I got to be honest, it's my first fight, and fighting Timmy it's an honor. It's an honor that he signed on the dotted line, because I think it's a very good first fight for me. He's a tough kid, you know. He always comes to fight. He's a fighter's fighter, you know. Anyone could say whatever they want. Oh, he doesn't belong in the pro ranks. I think I heard an interview where he was saying that he heard people say that about him. The kid's a fighter. I have nothing but respect for the kid. You know, I've seen a couple things where he's posted X's over my face and stuff, and he's talking some crap. But listen, man, this is fighting, and that's kind of what he's good at. He's kind of good at talking crap, and it gets me fired up. I've got to be honest. Every time I hit the treadmill, every time I'm training, every time I'm hitting mitts, every single time that I'm thinking about the fight, it only motivates me. No cockiness, no overconfidence. Every single fight I go into, I have, you know, the utmost respect for my opponent. I'm just going to go in there, and I'm going to handle business, and I'm going to get my hand raised, no doubt about it.
Mike, this is going to be the first time I get to see you live, and I'm excited. Michael DeLouisa, Ring of Combat, coming up on the 13th of September, Tropicana. Mike, before we go, give out some shout-outs to some love. I know you've had a terrific support system. You can't get done what you do in the cage and in the room without having, you know, the love and support of many. So give out some shout-outs to whoever sponsors, anybody you want. It's all yours.
Yeah, first and foremost, my head coach, James Meals, my boxing coach, Handel Bell, my wrestling coach, Justin Bonatitis. Without those guys, I wouldn't be able to be here. You know, those guys have been with me forever, and you know, they only help me out. They only have my best interest in mind, and I love those guys for that. So first and foremost, to all those guys, thank you so much. I want to say thank you to Eat Clean Bro, Jamie from Eat Clean Bro. He really helped me out this camp. It means a lot from the bottom of my heart. Those guys really helped me out. CNC Plumbing and Heating, those guys helped me out. It's the first time I'm getting a sponsorship from those guys, and you know, I can't wait to work with them in the future, and I can't wait to represent them in the cage. Schulten Barbershop is my barbershop that I go to here in Rahway, New Jersey. If anybody's looking for the freshest cut around in Rahway, New Jersey, or anywhere in the Union County area, who's got hair? Even you, Bob, you could go there too, bro. They'll hook you up nice.
The
Those
shave.
guys are really good. Those guys are class acts, and they always take care of me. Those guys hook me up, and I gotta say thank you to Ciro and everybody there. Maha Fight Gear, Hollywood Boxing, Aper Fitness, my boy Richie Lewis, and those guys are making a name for themselves. Chris Tatella, Strength and Conditioning in Clark, New Jersey here as well. Bulldog Strength and Conditioning. Those guys are all my sponsors. They've all helped me out, and you know, me along with them, we're all going to make it happen on Friday the 13th.
What about what's your new son's name? Give him some love. When he gets to be old enough, I want him to look back and see, you know, follow his dad's career. I want him to see you giving him some love. So, what's your son's name?
My son's name is Michael Paul DeLouisa, and he is a blessing, man. He's my best friend. He's my pride and joy, man.
All right, man. Can't wait to see you, Michael. I appreciate giving me some time, and we will see you cage side in Atlantic City pretty soon. Good luck with your final weight cut and preparations. Listen, I know that's the hard part. You do the hard part to get in the cage and have some fun, and wish you nothing but the best, and we will see you soon.
Thank you so much, Bob. I appreciate it. I'll see you on the 13th, brother.